Okay, hello YouTube world. So, I don't have a lot of time, but I just want to quickly say a few things. The energy is fucking intense today. Well, not just today, like this whole week, probably for the whole rest of this year, like this time period that we're in, the energy is very intense. And just even something for me to keep in mind, and perhaps other people would find it beneficial too, is that when the energy gets to be really intense in a negative way, just hold on. Just hold on. It does pass. Well, I mean, the as long as you're doing the right thing at the top level. You don't even have to be doing the right thing in every area, in every aspect, because that's perfection, and nobody is perfect. So you don't have to be doing 100% the right thing, but at the top level, like your executive level, like where you're being, the path that you're following, like where you're being guided towards. As long as you're doing the right thing in that area, the other stuff will figure itself out. So you'll get the other stuff wrong, but it'll get figured out. Why am I so calm right now? Because I'm not usually lately. Yeah. And I just want to address it. Somebody said to me that Charlie Kirk deserved to be murdered because he told people not to get vaccinated for COVID-19. Somebody said that. That's a terrible thing to say. I do believe in free speech. Staunchly, I believe in free speech. So I support the person who said that. I support their right to say that, even though I profoundly disagree. Um, I think I think it's very this person does not believe in anything spiritual. This person does not believe in anything other than mainstream narratives. So anything that could be um, ta dismissed as a conspiracy theory, like things that people tend to call conspiracy theories. I mean, not all conspiracy theories are true, but anything that could be called a conspiracy theory, this person is automatically dismissive of. Like they don't believe in any conspiracy theories at all. They're just completely mainstream on all of that kind of stuff. And I just think it's easy. It's right. I mean, it is. It's hard. It's hard to see the truth about these things and to see the lies. Like it's easier to go with the mainstream, and so some people just do that because it is easier. And I also think that some people have different aptitudes. So this person is is very smart actually. In but in like as an kind of like as an engineer or like mechanical physical systems way, which is very important. We need that. The whole civilization would collapse without that kind of intelligence. So it's important. But it's not the only kind of intelligence. And this person, uh, you know, they're not the kind of person who should be leading society because they're so mechanistic that they're not going to be able to think. You need to be able to have abstract thinking. That's what I'm saying. And that's my area of intelligence, I guess. Um, and you just need to know, like, why would the mainstream be true? Why would it be true? Like, these people at the top have a vested interest in holding on to power, and they're gonna do it through any means. They don't want to get relinquish power. So if that means lying and manipulating and conniving and coming up with and participating in conspiracies, they will do it to hold on to their power. So there's really no reason to believe the mainstream 100% of the time. there's a good reason to be skeptical 100% of the time. Now, does that mean the mainstream is wrong 100% of the time? Not necessarily, but I think it does mean the mainstream is wrong a pretty good percentage of the time. So, you know, don't take things at surface face value, and this person does with um, high level policies like COVID-19 vaccines. So, but the thing is, I was thinking about it. I mean, and then we were listening to some of Charlie Kirk talk, and Charlie Kirk was saying uh, just happened to be the clip that came up was Charlie Kirk speaking to somebody who identified as part of the LGBTQ, but that this person had turned away from being gay and was talking about it as sexual sin, and saying, well, it's a behavior, it's not my identity, it doesn't define me. I do agree with that. But so I'm not going to participate in it because I think it's wrong. So that's the part that I disagree with. I don't think it's wrong to have gay sex. Okay. I don't think it's wrong. Um, but, but, so I disagreed with Charlie Kirk there. I mean, I'm assuming Charlie Kirk agreed with that person. That's why it was on his clip. But even if I disagree, I want somebody to be able to speak their mind. I think the harm that is caused by censorship is much worse than the harm that could be caused by somebody saying something that could potentially be harmful. I mean, things that we say can be harmful. Yes, words can be harmful. Words hurt. They do. Let's not ignore that. But the hurt that is caused by censorship is bigger because we need to know the truth. So if somebody has a certain opinion that you find distasteful, it's important to know that. It's actually important to know that. If somebody has a set of opinions that are bigoted towards gays, I would like to know that that person thinks that way so that I know not to support them. So how else am I going to know it unless they're able to speak their mind? Right? Like, do you want to just not know? Somebody has a certain opinion that you find offensive and you want to censor them, you don't want them to say it, so then you don't actually get to know what their opinion is. But that doesn't mean that it's gone. That still is their opinion, and it's still going to be shaping how they're acting. So you kind of do need to know. If you don't support that, then you need to know what that person is all about so that you know not to support them, right? Like, yeah, and I mean, it even ties in with my whole Reese situation. Like, okay, if he never loved me and it was all an act, it's kind of important for me to know that so that I'm not chasing something that's an illusion, that's a deception. I need to know, oh, that wasn't true. Like you need to know the truth about something so that you're living in reality and so that you can make the best decisions. So it doesn't help with that if people are being censored because then you don't actually know what somebody stands for and how somebody's going to act. So, and that's where the harm will come in. You'll end up supporting something that you're really strongly against, but you didn't know it because that they didn't say it. Because they were censored. So, and then that's going to cause way worse harm than what could be caused than the harm that could be caused by simply by them saying it. Okay, so that's the thing. And of course, I mean, I profoundly disagree with what this person said because I never ever ever support violence. So it was that remark was beyond the pale. But you know what? I need to know. I need to know that this friend has these types of opinions. I need to know that because it will guide me as well. Okay, but that's all I want to say. I don't want to keep going on and on and on and on and on. I've got a big fucking mess to clean up in here, and I'm gonna be cleaning that mess. And what, and I'm gonna be listening to a tarot card video while I do it, and so you're just gonna overhear this video. Okay, let's go.
Hello, Divine Collective. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, Cosmic Enlightenment
Here,
LLC.
can you
I'm
help me see my
Ashley. I
message?
am here with some cosmic gems for you guys. As you tap in, don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. Make yourself at home. Hit the bell. I would like to take this time out to thank all my new subscribers. Welcome. Thank you so much, everyone. You guys have been nothing short of amazing, and I truly appreciate every single last one of you. If you'd like to reach out to me to book your personal, or you simply would like to donate to the platform, that information will be in the description as well. So, you guys, I have an ancestors message. This isn't going to be too long, okay? Maybe about 20 minutes, okay? Just wanted to put that out there. So, let's jump in, okay? You got people praying, begging, and pleading that your ancestors take their foot off their neck, okay? Because, like, it's need for you to know, it's a lot of people catching spiritual hands right now by the hands of your ancestors, and this spiritual ass whooping is unbearable to to your enemies. Okay, um, it's a lot of individuals too. Like they can't. People just at this time they can't believe how powerful your protection is. They can't believe your ancestors real. Okay, you have enemies that have encountered your ancestors in the spiritual realm, and your ancestors they don't have no plans to letting up on these motherfuckers. Okay, um, it's like they praying that your ancestors just stop. Okay, they've been praying and hoping for a relief, but every prayer it backfires. Okay, and it's like they feeling the weight of every move they try to play. They feeling the weight of that backfire. Um, it's like these motherfuckers are very frightened. Okay, and it's like they're living a nightmare. They're living a nightmare because it's like they can't make it stop. They can't make it stop. And before I started to record, I asked Spirit for the overall energy, and we have reading up. Okay, so what I instantly pick up is motherfuckers, bro. You got motherfuckers like reading up, studying, trying to figure out how they could get this shit off of them, trying to figure out how can they somehow protect themselves from your ancestors because this ass whooping is detrimental. They can't take it. Okay, they can't take it. Um, so it's a lot of motherfuckers, you know, they trying to find a way out. They trying to escape. They're trying to reverse some shit, but it's like they coming up short. Okay, they coming up short, and they're forced to realize it's no your ancestors not letting up. The universe not letting up. Karma isn't letting up. Okay? They have no choice but to deal with what the fuck they are going through because they bought the shit on themselves. It's what spirit is saying. Okay, so this is the overall energy here. Okay, we're gonna tap in.
Fuck.
You could be doing some type of you could be reading up on something. This could be a specific subject. All right. This could be, I'm getting for someone here, you may be reading up on investing. Okay. You may be someone guided to tap into investing, entrepreneurship, business. I'm getting stocks. Okay. I'm getting real estate. All right. For someone here, bro, I've been picking up on the energy too of $1 billion empire. For someone here, your ancestors, they left you the recipe. They left you the blueprint to this legendary royal empire. Okay, that you are set to build. Okay, you are set to leave. For someone here, you could have inherited
Fucking
some type
thing.
of business from an ancestor. You inherited some like a business. Okay, we gonna tap in though. Tap into the vibe. All right. Ancestors. I don't know how you say right.
Fuck.
So tap into this energy from my divine ones that such unique spiritual messages. So I message you protects me as I open myself to different energies. Thank you, Ashe. I don't know why I just heard Maggie. Okay, the initial M. Let's get some. Let's tap in. I have it set up. Let's just tap in. What's the guides, ancestors? You may even be doing some type of. You may be even reading up on something that has to do with your heritage, your roots, your lineage, where you come from. Okay, you may be guided to start to research more about who you are, you know what I'm saying, your identity. I'm also getting a tribe, like what tribe you originate from, all right? I'm getting Cherokee, Blackfoot, Seminoles. I always pick up on Black Seminoles, okay? That's just some energy. It's like they're being blocked at every avenue. It's like every time they think they found some type of insight, they're reminded of they're reminded that it's like they're stuck. These motherfuckers are stuck. Let's get some energy. The Emperor, Aries energy here. Okay, like I said, people are questioning like how is your um they can't believe your protection is powerful and they questioning they trying to like figure out like who's protecting you and how do you have so much power in the spiritual realm. Okay, how do you have so much authority? Okay, I'm also getting like this dominating energy. For someone here, it could be an Aries, a masculine energy that tries to dominate you, or it's like I'm getting suppressed too. Someone tried to dominate you by suppressing your destiny in some type of way. This could have been someone that was in a position of power. Okay, bro, it's an Aries here. Your ancestors dragging this motherfucker. For someone here, like this week, I've been picking up on like a karmic, older masculine here. Okay, but and for someone here, you have like some type of grandfather, some type of some a father in a spiritual realm that has been going hard for you. Okay,
I believe that.
and like I said, like I also
I
picked up
believe
for
both my
someone here, you
grandfathers.
inherited some type of business from a older ancestor. Okay, an older masculine ancestor. For someone here, it could be Aries masculine ancestor contacting you at this time. Because y'all, I was picking up on the five clairs. Okay, so for someone here with reading up, you are someone you possess the gifts of the five clairs, and you may be guided to tap more into these abilities and what they do. There's a lot of things you could do in the physical and in the spiritual realm that you're not even aware of yet. Okay, but a lot of people are figuring out your position in the spiritual realm is very powerful. All right, it's very powerful. For someone here, it could be an Aries reading up on you. It's an Aries looking up, looking into you. I was going to say look up. Okay, so for someone here, it could be an Aries. It could be someone that once looked up to you. Okay, that's going through some type of hell. All right, because whatever this person done, because some type of love turned into hate. Love turned into hate. And it draws someone to attack you, not knowing the type of protection you have. All right. Look, it's like now motherfuckers want to walk away, but it's too late. It's too late. Okay. I'm also getting motherfuckers, they was given an opportunity to leave you the fuck alone. But hate drove them to continue to come for you, to continue attack you, to continuously go in the spirit trying to harm you, not knowing that's where your hitters at. That's where your goons at. Okay. It could be a water sign here. For someone here, it could be an Aries or a water sign you walked away from that's that's begging, like begging and pleading for some type of mercy from your ancestors. Your ancestors are savages. They not going. Okay? These people, motherfuckers can't believe your power this real. All right. Someone, it's an Aries here that's in regret. Someone wish they would have walked away when they had the chance to. Not, it's all that shit over. It's too late for that shit. You gonna get this ass whooped. All right. Rather you could take it or not. That's not the question. The spiritual realm don't give a fuck. Okay. I just need 10 I don't know why. I don't know why I just heard 1010 highly recommend. Because you know what I'm saying? That's what them bloggers and shit on TikTok be saying. You could be a TikToker. Okay? You could be some type of TikToker. All right? When they be like rating food and shit or rating something from the TikTok shop, they be like 1010 highly recommend. Looking at, yeah, you could be a blogger too. Did I pick up on that? I can't remember if I just picked up on that, but shit, you could be someone that blog, you could be a content creator on TikTok, YouTube, okay? Look, Queen of Pentacles here. No, this is the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Look, this 89 right here. You could be someone born in 89. Someone here, you could be an Aries born in 89. It could be
I
an
wish.
ancestor that passed away in 89, and this person is this spirit is a masculine that's been protecting you. Okay, bro, your ancestors are coming to you and speaking to you. They coming to you in the form of birds.
I believe
Okay,
that.
in the form of birds. Y'all, oh my God, y'all. Yesterday when me and Royalty were walking, y'all, why I seen three eagles, and it's crazy because I was
Eagles.
supposed to look
That's
up
my spirit
the
animal.
spirit. I think I did though. I didn't really tap into deep though. As soon as I get done, I got to look that up though. But I know like eagles is like speaks of expansion, spiritual awakening, and seeing things from a higher perspective. But I got to get more. Look, reading up. I got to read up on that, bro. Someone here, you've been seeing eagles. Read up and look up the spiritual meaning of that because
I
it's significant.
actually,
Y'all, I seen three eagles. How it was wild, y'all.
I
I was
do
like,
have a
oh my
connection with
God. And
eagles,
then it was like
but I
I was
haven't
trying
seen
to
any
take a
for a
picture
long
of them,
time, many years.
but I couldn't.
Where
Like I was just
I
so
felt
in
that they weren't
awe.
coming
I was
around,
just so
but I did
amazed.
see one
And
recently.
then it's like when I look back up, it's like they disappeared. It's like they came out only for me to see them.
Yeah,
Then they just disappeared. It was wild. Bro, you could be seeing things in threes. Like you could have just seen three birds. You could have just seen three butterflies. You could have just seen three dragonflies. Yeah, bro, your ancestors, they come in and speaking to you in the form of birds. All right. The number three is highly significant. March is highly significant. March 3rd could be significant. It could be a 33-degree Mason going through some type of karmic judgment for coming for you. Okay. Okay. That's it. Actually, let's get my day. Yeah, the Eagles are highly significant. Y'all, they was so big. That's how I know it
it's
was
not
an
possible.
eagle and not a hawk.
Oh yeah,
Cause they was just soaring. They weren't even flapping their wings.
that's
You know
hilarious.
how normal
That's how
birds they be flapping their wings. They weren't even flapping their wings. Y'all, I just seen 1333. Okay, something significant when you was 13, bro. You could have started to tap into the spiritual realm when you was 13. You could have seen a Passover loved one when you was 13. Oh my gosh. Okay, bro. Yeah, but you seeing these spirits, these birds, these animals, your ancestors, because they telling you something that you don't. They bringing something to your attention. Okay, what I was saying, bro. Damn, I hate when I do that. We got. What was I saying? Um. I, it'll come back to me. But yeah, I was just saying like you seeing things in threes, okay? 333 energy. And the number three is speaks of three is the it vibrate with the energy of creativity, joy, expansion, aligning your mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so if you see in threes, this is what this is telling you. Okay, for someone here, you could be an Aries and your ancestors guiding you to bring something into alignment. This could be in the form of you walking away from something. I just seen 444. Bro, every time you look at the clock, it's an angel number for someone here. You real tapped in.
When I'm with someone specific, that seems to
I
happen.
can't make this shit up, bro. I just said for someone here, in order for something to come into alignment, something needs to end. Okay, and I'm also getting, bro. Like I said, bro. Motherfuckers going through a crucial ending because they refused to walk away when they had the chance to.
Well, they didn't have to do any of this.
I can't make this
It's all
up.
their choice.
Okay, you could be seeing crows. I just heard scarecrow. The Wizard of Oz could be highly significant.
Yes.
Y'all, last night,
Yes.
y'all know the Cinderella movie with Brandy
Yes.
and Whitney Houston. I was trying to watch it on YouTube, but they don't got the whole movie on YouTube. So I was just y'all know the soundtrack, the song. I was listening to the song. But I was trying to watch that movie. Okay.
Mhm.
This could have been a favorite childhood movie of yours.
Yes.
Cinderella.
Yes, it was.
The Wizard of Oz.
Yes, it was.
It was a way
Both of
your
those-
ancestors was talking to you.
Both of those.
Y'all remember that song and the and Cinderella? They'd be like falling in love with love is falling for make believe. That used to be my shit. And that other song, Impossible for a plain country bumpkin to become a horse and carriage. Impossible. That's my shit. Y'all, I was jamming last night to that shit. And four white mice will literally turn a horse. Such popularity of courses and possible. Somebody named Brandy. Houston, Texas could be highly significant. And don't believe what sensitive people say. I was highly significant. The initial I, first, middle, last. Bro, for someone here, it's a need for you to know something is possible. Bro, you've achieved the impossible. Anything is possible for you. Bro, for something you thought was impossible, it's gonna happen. Bro, you gonna be like, what the fuck? Something you thought would never happen is just about to happen out the blue. Okay? Because your spiritual status. Child. Okay, let's come out energy. This is the ancestors message. They coming through. Okay. Oh yeah. I was saying you seeing things in threes. Things, bro. Your enemies is dropping by the threes. It's gonna be 3 funerals. 3 people finna die, and it's gonna be they finna die close together. Look, double emperor energy. It could be 2 Aries. You could be an Aries, and one of these motherfuckers is an Aries. All right. Initial and whoever this Aries, this significant for someone. Initial V, first, middle, last. Something significant about Halloween season because I picked up on Scarecrow. These motherfuckers scared. They scared. Around Halloween season, it would be very beneficial for you to tap in, with your ancestors around this time because that's when the bell is the thinnest. Okay, bro, STD. These initials could literally be significant. Okay, for someone here, it's like is um someone is in mental conflict, somebody in their head because they know they got some shit. That shit crazy, bro. I picked up on this the other day. Okay? For someone here, oh my God, somebody was spreading rumors about you.
Yeah.
Somebody's spreading rumors. Somebody could have said you gave them something or you had some shit. Somebody was capping on your name.
Yeah.
And that's why your ancestors not letting up on this person.
Yeah.
Somebody tried to ruin your character, your image.
Yep.
And two, whoever was saying this about you, they wanted someone to stay away from you, so they made up this lie.
Normally, this would piss me off hearing this, but I
Initial
feel that
A, first, middle, last. This shoes for someone here. child. Things are happening every day. Somebody, somebody thought they was untouchable. Somebody thought it was
They're
impossible for them
obviously
to be
still coming for
touched.
me through Grinder
Okay,
too.
because at one
Like, oh my
point
god.
somebody could have had some type of influence, and motherfuckers came talking about the powerful influence you have in the spiritual realm. Impossible. Okay,
It's homophobia that they think that I would be
you
so.
could be eating pumpkin
I mean,
seeds. I'm picking
they
up
just
like
think
on
that I would be a
fire.
nothing
Pumpkin seeds.
because they can't take me
Look,
seriously.
bro, that's crazy. Y'all see it say pink pumpkin? I wasn't even minding this shit.
I was
I'm just
eating
picking up
pumpkin
on
seeds the other
wild
day.
energy. Somebody could have just
It's
had a
like the only thing
pumpkin
I
spice
ate.
latte. Let's get some more energy though. What's the fire spirit? If don't now come out of here, I'm gonna get the fuck. Okay, why you? Why you? Why are you so powerful? Why are you so protected?
Because I've been to hell and back.
Why are you so untouchable? Because you're the chosen one, of course. All right? And for someone here, bro, that's crazy. I just seen clarity. And we have Kermit soulmate here. Okay, but I just seen clarity. And with why you, for someone here, you could be questioning like why, you know what I'm saying? You could be like, damn, you too, like damn, like why? You could be questioning why somebody did some shit to you.
Yep, I
Okay,
have been.
you getting clarity about this.
No
And
clarity
you could
yet.
have just got clarity about somebody that did some shit, and you could be like, damn,
I would like
like
that.
why you too type energy.
I would like that clarity. But
Impossible. Y'all know every time I bring up a song, it literally gets stuck in my head. Literally. Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna get some energy from this deck. Pull a few from this deck, because that somebody's stubborn. You could be a Taurus, or it could be a Taurus significant. Somebody's stubborn. These cards been too stubborn. Somebody don't want you to know something, but you know anyway. Bro, somebody trying to figure out how did you find something? How do you know something? Shit, because you know. You just know. Is that clairsentient? It's one of the clairs where it's the ability is like where you don't have you. It's like where you just know something without reading on it, without studying, without truly having any physical evidence of it. You just know.
yep,
Period.
yep. Okay,
Somebody, you got that ability.
I want to say something about that. Yes, I am clairsentient. Um, I know certain things just because I know them. Like she said, I don't need to see it. I don't need to hear it. I don't need to read about it. I don't have any physical evidence. There's nothing actually telling me, but I just know it. And how do I know that I have this ability? Because when I think about my childhood, like I was born with that ability. Because there's no explaining the things that I knew as a child. There's no way to explain it. Like, especially being a very young child, like age 2, age 3, age 4, age 5, age 6, let's say 6 and under. There were things that I knew about the world that, like, it just doesn't make sense how I would have known. And, like, I wondered about that so much. I didn't hear of this word clairsentient until the last couple of years. I knew always about clairaudient, clairvoyant, all of that. But I'm not having visions, I'm not hearing things, I'm just knowing something. And I had that as a child, and I still do have it. And but as you get older, it's harder to notice because you do learn, right? So I have learned. I am lots that I know is stuff that I know because I've seen it, I've heard it, I've read about it. I'm educated, so it's harder to know what are the things that you know because you just know because you're clairsentient, and what are the things that you know because you've actually learned and seen something to cause you to know that. That gets harder to know. So it's when you get older, like that's harder to notice that difference. But if I look to when I was under 6, I didn't have see much of anything yet in the world. I didn't know how to read, like, but somehow I knew very complex things that really only an adult would know. And my parents know this. They saw it too. Anyone who was close to me as a child saw that. And they just didn't know what, like, how can you make sense of that? Like, they didn't really know what to do with it, or they didn't recognize how special it was, I don't think. Um, but yeah, okay. You know what? I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. Um, Peace out, y'all.